I greatly appreciate that introduction. Just picking up on where you left off, how important was it for you to get this fight back on the radar?
You know, I've been calling myself the O collector. You know, I've been collecting all these people's O's, and you know, I had a shot to get his once, and I guess I fell short. So it's gonna be good to get that back, collect his O, and take another undefeated record.
And definitely, and of course, just what you've been able to accomplish. But how different of a fighter are you from when you fought him last year? I know you thought you won, but just like how much better do you believe you won that night last June?
Oh man, it's night and day. Yeah, night and day, man. I was still kind of figuring out how to box again. The range is different, the timing is different than mixed martial arts. As I can stay a little further away and throw a kick, or so just being in that phone box, that phone booth and fighting is completely different. And so I'm just getting back into the swing of things, man. I think he's gonna have a tough night, so he's gonna be in trouble.
Thank you very much, Jake. And we now move on to Cynthia Conte from Ring and a bunch of other outlets. Cynthia, welcome, and please go ahead.
Hi, Collard. You know what? I can attest to the Fighter of the Year because I remember Doug Fisher did mention that to me, and now the cat is out of the bag, so congratulations, and hopefully you do get voted in. But you became a boxing sensation for 2020 in the bubble. You're extremely wildly entertaining. The way you fight is very unconventional, but it's very fan friendly. Coming into this fight, can you show us anything different, or is your fighting style just to make a show and obviously win? What can you do different this time in the ring?
From previous fights or from the last time I fought him?
This fight, your fight coming into this.
We've been working. I mean, I've been working on boxing a lot, so, man, I'm always going to be a fan favorite fighter. That's why I do this. I want to put on a show, and I'm not going to go out there and be a sissy about it. I'm going to go out there and fight. So, yeah, I mean, I've been working on my boxing, so I hope that I look a little different. I guess I really don't. Me, man, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to smash him. That's what I do.
Thank you very much, Cynthia. And we now go ahead to Villegas. Marcos, please go ahead when ready, sir.
Hey, Clay, how's it going, man? Two questions for you. One is, what do you attribute most, you feel, to the success that you've had coming and now watching all these wins against, at first, undefeated blue chip prospects and now pretty solid guys?
Man, I would just have to say my coach had a lot to do with that, and I've matured. I was a wild kid, in my early 20s. I was wild, so I've just matured and really, calmed down, and just all I do is focus on my training now, and I listen to my coach. So.
The second part is, you're a fighter, and you're having success in boxing. What do you think it says to the evolution of MMA fighters now, seeing that you are having success against guys that on paper are better than you technically, that would seem, but you're able to get them out of there?
Man, I'm a fighter. I'm a MMA fighter. I started boxing way before I ever started mixed martial arts. So, I started boxing when I was 11 years old. So, I hope that the sport of MMA is evolving. I still think their hands are far behind pure boxers. But it's just me getting back to my roots, man. I was a boxer way before I ever started mixed martial arts, so I'm not really sure, man. the game having more MMA fighters cross over, but I don't know if they'll have the same success I had. So.
We go next to Marquise Johns. Sorry, I didn't keep for a quick second there. Marquise, please go ahead when ready.
No problem. Thanks a lot. Hey, Clay, we've spoken before about you mentioning MMA and fighting in general, and I just wanted to ask you, with this training with boxing all year round this year, do you have plans going back to MMA sometime in January still, and how's the gym looking out?
So my gym's about done. We've kind of run into a few hiccups with this virus and stuff, so my gym's coming along great. I definitely plan on going back and fighting for the PFL. I gave my word that I would do that, and I'm a man of my word. So I plan on winning that $1 million, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll come back to boxing. I've been loving boxing. So
$1 million sounds nice, Clay. And Jeremy Harridges, you're up. So please go ahead when ready.
Hi, Clay. Kind of looking at your record, I think it's deceptive. At the stats have you as a 28% knockout puncher, yet 3 out of your last 4 fights you've registered a knockout. Do you think it's now that your maturity as a boxer is allowing you to get these knockouts? How do you account for the numbers that you're piling up right now?
I definitely think that all the boxing I've been doing has helped. I think a lot of guys have a really great knockout percentage because they're fighting chumps. It's easy to knock out chumps. So that's one thing. This guy I'm fighting, man, he's got like 9 knockouts or something like that, but he's fighting 50-50 records, man. So I think they need to step up in competition, man, and there might not be as many knockouts. But I really feel like I've started to find my rhythm and my timing, and my coach has been working on my power since day one. So,
how specifically have you been working on your power, and how have you been improving it? What are some of the things you've been doing?
At first, man, it was a lot of like strength training. My coach called me skinny fat when I first started working with him. But yeah, just a lot of strength training, and then learning to sit down on my punches and take the right angles on, man. Just working on our boxing, man.
Thank you very much, Jeremy. And now we go to Xavier Porter. Please go ahead.
Hey, thanks, Evan. Appreciate you. You control the matrix right now.
I try.
Right now. Mr. Cassius, question for you. Will you, Saturday, if you're successful with your fight, will you further your career with boxing as well as PFL? Right, and also, can you explain the difference between the MMA piece as well as the boxing? And goes into it.
What was the last part of that question? You kind of broke up.
Okay, can you explain the training that goes into boxing and from boxing to MMA? And if you're successful on Saturday with the win, will you go forward with your boxing career?
Yeah, so I definitely want to keep dabbling in both, man. It's I think it sets me apart from other fighters. As far as the training goes, I'm a striker, so I'm going to try to box regardless. When it comes to training mixed martial arts, I'm doing a lot of takedown defense and a lot of getting back up off the ground so I can get where I'm comfortable, and that's punching people in the face. So
next we go to Gail. I'm going to butcher your last name, Gail, but Gail, go ahead.
You don't even need to go there. Thank you very much, Clay. What do you think it is about you that has captured the imagination of the fans during this crazy year? And what do you think Top Rank sees in you as a fan-friendly product? How is that all coming together, do you think?
I think a lot of it has to do with my story. I kind of worry, the guy that's supposed to win and shows up and does it anyway. And then, you know, I think the fans become exciting. I don't fight necessarily safe, I guess. I'm there to be kill nonstop, so I think they just like to see that, you know.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gail. And now we go to Miguel Maravilla again. So, Miguel, please unmute and enter question. Miguel.
Hey, how's it going? First of all, you mentioned how you're much mature now from the first time you fought this guy. You've had much more experience since then, and the confidence is obviously high. Do you feel that's going to be the difference in this fight?
Yeah, I think the difference in this fight is the level of opponents that I've been fighting compared to the level of opponents he's been fighting. You know, I've been in there with, I mean, David Kaminsky was a monster. You know, I fought the Olympic team. I fought, you know, I'm fighting way better competition than him, and I think that's going to be the difference. And yeah, and when it comes to those matches with those, you know, high level guys, I've just learned so much, and I just keep learning and growing, and so that's going to put us apart.